So you think that you have played Town of Salem for a decent amount of time, enough for you to know all the game mechanics and all the bugs and how all the rules work. But sometimes you get into games where the game mechanics and things that happen continue to surprise you. So today I am going to be talking about 10 bugs, like game mechanic bugs, that happen in the game that may confuse you and cause chaos, and I'm just gonna decipher them and I guess unveil the mystery. So, okay, number 1. When a serial killer is jailed night 1, doctors do not get a heal message when they heal the jailer from jailing the serial killer. So, jailers would often say, "Oh, I was attacked," but doctors who heal the jailer would not get a heal message because the jailer jailed the SK. I don't know, this is a bug that happens a lot, and a lot of the times I see a lot of doctors getting lynched because the doctors claim that they didn't see a heal message when the jailer jailed the SK because the game mechanics just doesn't give doctors a heal message. Usually, the doctors who actually say they heal the jailer from this supposed SK attack are in fact fake because doctors can't get this heal message. So please, jailers out there, please, if you jailed an SK Night 1, the doctors who healed you will not get the heal message, so therefore you should not lynch innocent doctors for healing you. Okay, so bug number 2. When a doctor is on the target that the Jester haunts, the doctor gets to see a heal message. However, even though the doctor says that your target has been attacked, the target will not be saved because the target will be haunted by the Jester. So it's just a bug message from the Jester attack. It doesn't necessarily mean that the target was attacked by an external source like Mafia or the neutral killing. Okay, bug number 3. A lookout can see transporter visits even when the transport fails. This means that even if a transporter tried to trans a jailed guy and another guy, if the lookout was on the other guy, the other target, then the lookout can see the visit, even though the target is not actually transported. They would see the attempt to visit. It's kind of just like you would see it, but it doesn't have any effect. This bug can help a lot when you're trying to decipher whether the transporter is real or is it fake, especially if you have a lookout on the target that the transporter claims to have transported. And bug number 4. When a witch is trying to witch a guy who is jailed, the jailed guy would not get a witched in jail message. So if you see someone who's trying to say, "Oh, I was attempted witch in jail," this message does not actually exist. For the longest time, I thought that you could get attempted witch in jail, like you were attempted blackmailed or you're attempted roadblocked, but the jail guy actually won't get a witch in jail message. So this means that for a witch, you can claim invest or some kind of TI or use this information to your benefit in order to fake your will if you need to. So a common thing I like to do night 1 if I'm witch and I find a jailed guy is to claim invest and say that I tried to check this jailed guy and he was jailed. Because the jailed guy would never get a witch in jail message and you could kind of confirm yourself. Bug number 5. Well, this one isn't a bug, it's just like a thing that I hope more people know is that the number of heal messages you get at night is the amount of times that you were attacked, not how many doctors saved you. So let's say you're at night and you get 2 heal messages. That means that 2 people attacked you. That means, for example, maybe the Mafia and the Vigilante tried to shoot you, so you get 2 heal messages. However, this does not mean that 2 doctors saved you. You could have 2 heal messages from 1 doctor. So you can't keep thinking, because I find this flaw a lot where people who get 2 heal messages keep thinking that there are 2 doctors and they let Mafia try to take the spot of it. But sometimes there's just 1 doctor, so you just have to accept the fact that you were attacked twice. So bug number 6. One bodyguard can only defend against one attack. If the target is attacked more than once, the bodyguard's protect target will die as well. So this happens a lot on like werewolf nights, where the bodyguard was on the jailer, and let's say mafia and werewolf decide to attack the jailer. The bodyguard can only guard against one person, and usually the bodyguard will kill the mafia first before the werewolf. So in this case, the bodyguard would kill himself and the mafioso. However, the werewolf would get to stay alive and continue to kill the jailer. So if let's say there's one bodyguard, one mafioso, one werewolf, and they attack the jailer, what would end up happening is the bodyguard would die, the mafioso would die, and the jailer would die because one bodyguard can only protect against one evil attack. This is different from a doctor who can, for example, protect from multiple attacks. Now, bug number 7. Vigilantes will not get a message after they shoot witch. So, if you're wondering why, okay, I shot this guy, he's not dead, but I didn't get a defense too strong message, that means that you certainly, most definitely, shot the witch. However, if a spy bugs the witch as the witch is being shot, the spy will get a bug message that says your target's defense was too strong, because the spy would be bugging the witch and see what happens to the witch, and it doesn't affect how the vigilante's message will show. Okay, bug number 8. This is for all the ranked tryhards out there. If you're looking to gain more elo and climb in the elo rankings, you would soon find that executioners and jester wins and even witch wins are often deemed to be +1s. But this isn't the case for executioner turned jester win. An executioner usually wins +1 in ranked, so if you get your target lynched, then you get +1. However, if you're able to have your target killed at night action instead of lynching, and you become a jester, and after becoming a jester, you get lynched, then you get a whooping +9 in elo, which is a lot of elo considering how difficult it is to earn elo when you're in the higher levels. So this is why a lot of super high elos tend to try to not go for executioner plays day 2 and try to wait for their target to die and then try to get lynched as jester. And bug number 9, I think I mentioned it in a previous video, but I'll just talk about it again. So if you are dead night 1, you lose half the amount of elo that normally your faction would lose. So let's say you're an investigator who died night 1. Then if town wins, you still gain the same amount of elo as your other town members. However, if town messes up and loses, you only lose half the amount of elo that your other members of the town lose. This is a really good thing about dying night 1 because you can just get carried effortlessly, or even if you don't get carried and your faction loses, you don't have to suffer too much of the consequences. This works the same with the mafia and the jester faction as well. So don't be too sad if you die night 1, because you can still get carried to the same elo, or you would just lose less elo when you die. Okay, last bug number 10. This has to do with people who have been resurrected. For example, if you're a medium who seance night 2 and then you got brought back, then you would not have a second seance because you've already used it. However, if you are a vigilante who suicided after, for example, you shot a town, but after you shot a town, you were brought back to life, you still get the same amount of bullets. So, for example, you shot town on your second bullet. Then when you come back to life, you would have 1 bullet left. So you would still have bullets, and it would disregard the previous town that you shot. This doesn't work the same with jailers. Like, if jailer executed a town, you don't get new executes after your return back to life. This is only a thing for vigilantes. Okay, so that's it for the 10 bugs. I hope these bugs deciphering thing will help you in your future games, because I have seen way too many innocent doctors lynched because they didn't get a heal message, and this shouldn't happen. I don't know why the producers made these bugs like this, but for now you guys just need to learn to navigate through it until they either change it or something happens. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!